What are we like? Is it halfway now? So
Yeah, we're officially halfway. So
okay.
12 out of 24.
Okay. Wow. What a season so far. Okay, so season so far. Lawson was in Red Bull. Lawson's now not in Red Bull. Horner was in Red Bull. Horner's now not in Red Bull. Hulkenberg never had a podium. Hulkenberg's now got a podium. What else has happened? McLaren are winning.
Jack Duggan and Colapinto.
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
I
Yeah,
think
let's
we've
talk
spoken
about
about
that. Let's talk about that first of all, actually. Doohan and Colapinto. So, do you think it was fair? One word answer.
No.
Cool. Same. Let's talk about that. So,
We're on the same page.
like, I could understand it if Doohan was like awful, but it wasn't awful. Like, fair enough. The 130R crash, not the 130R crash, the turn one at Japan.
hmm
That was a bad moment, and then
Yeah.
saying you could do it in the sim probably wasn't best response from him on that.
hmm
But besides that, he had a few like 5-second penalties from like close racing. Like in China, I think he had an incident with, I want to say Ocon, but it might have been someone else. But it wasn't like dirty driving. It was
Mm.
clearly experience, And I just think he wasn't a million miles away. Bahrain, he had a very good showing. Quite unfortunate not to get into Q3.
hmm
But Franco's done nothing.
Yeah, because I've just pulled up what Jack's done this year,
Mm.
and he's only had 2 DNFs for 6 races.
Okay, that's the third.
Yeah, but
No, I
as
know
a
what you mean.
rookie,
Yeah.
and sometimes you are just innocent bystanders in some of it. Like, you can't control where other people are going. All it takes is one little tap, and they could be off into a wall. Whereas Colapinto, they're right next to each other, which is quite funny.
The only two.
He had the did not start at Silverstone last time out, but that's it. Every other time he's been in positions, not point scoring, but he's finished.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at it from that aspect, yeah. But then no, because then you look at qualifying and how many times Colapinto's put it in the wall during qualifying. It's yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it was fair on Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think anyone should get 6 races to try and prove themselves in like the first year. But I think if anything, you replace it with someone a little bit more experienced than Colapinto.
Yeah. I think that's the main problem is he's not done it. Like as I said just now, he's not done anything. He's, Silverstone. Not much has been said about it, but part of me thinks it was his fault because he stalled in second gear, and it's like I don't know. I need to like see if there's anything else actually said on it, but apparently he shouldn't have been in second gear at that point, which is why he stalled, and then he couldn't restart. So if that's true, that's not good either. But I don't know.
The whole did not start. That's a kind of like an F2 mistake. Like that happens in Formula 2. You see it when like lights go out and people stall on the grid. That seems like he's kind of gone back a year. And obviously I know they're complete different cars, but I just don't understand how that could happen apart from like his own mistake. Being in the wrong gear and stuff like that. Whether if they're going to replace him with someone else, I don't know. I think so I wouldn't even know who to suggest to put in. So I'm like, oh, you could do like Kevin Magnussen, but what's the point?
Well, yeah, he's also
yeah. Or you've got Mick Schumacher, or you've got Paul Aaron. You've got so many options. It's just I don't know. I don't know if they'll. I think they're gonna probably play it by ear with Franco see how he goes over the next couple of races, and if it's making them lose money by crashing, they're gonna switch him out.
Yeah. Yeah, there was talk of them being in talks with Perez and then them being in talks with Bottas. But part of me thinks that those two, it's quite a lot of talk about it anyway. But I think those two have already signed for Cadillac, or at least are in talks, which is why the move probably hasn't happened for either of them. Because I think logically, they wouldn't put another rookie in if it doesn't work with Franco. So who else is
Yeah,
there?
exactly. You want that experience, really. Like, you've already got one experienced driver. Yeah, I can see what they've done, experience and a rookie, but it's clearly not working for them and their car.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So a driver replaced after 6 races. Let's go to a driver replaced after 2 races. Liam Lawson at Red Bull. Let's just talk about that whole thing. So how do I word this? I said last year that I thought they were going to put Lawson in, and I was like all for it. But I don't think he should have got the seat in the first place. It probably should have gone to Yuki, theoretically, if you're talking about who's been in there longer. I think because there was a lot of talk about that during the off season, I think Horner made a rash decision to replace them, to like swap them back, if that makes sense, like put Lawson back, because I feel like I don't know, it just seemed very, even by Red Bull standards, because if you look at Liam in Australia, on his, fair enough, he made a mistake, right? But on his quali lap in Q3, he was up on
Mhm.
his lap, and I think he made a mistake in sector 3. But his time that he was up, he would have comfortably got through. But obviously, he makes that mistake, and he doesn't get through. And then obviously the race is a disaster, and he crashes and gets lapped 1,000 times. But that's like a terrible start on paper, but the pace was there, if that makes sense.
Yep.
China, fair enough, but still, I,
He
I, I
wasn't that
still think,
he wasn't that far away from the points in China.
yeah, but I think Horner's swapping them so quickly and Yuki doing something, but not much. He's got a few points, fair enough. He's had some alright races. So I think Red Bull kind of realised that it doesn't matter at this point who they put in that second driver, who they put in that second seat, the results aren't going to change. So maybe change the team principal. Because they've had this issue for so long, haven't they?
The way I see it is, I agree with you about what you said about it was probably the wrong decision putting Liam in the Red Bull to start. Um, I do personally think he should have been in the Racing Bull like he is now, but I don't know if Yuki would have done amazing from the start if he was in the Red Bull. Because
Yeah,
looking at what he's done since he's been at Red Bull, he's been in the points 3 times out of 10 races.
right.
Well, not for a team which is, or a team which is fighting for the drivers' championship.
Yeah,
Because in reality, Red Bull are basically out of contention for the constructors because you've
yeah.
got McLaren, Merc, and Ferrari. I still can't believe Ferrari are beating Red Bull, but that's a thing for another time.
Because they've had
But
2 drivers.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's not done anything wow. And for me, he doesn't live up to being Max Verstappen's teammate.
No. He gave
And
it a lot of talk as well.
because at least with Perez, he pretty much from the get-go was close to Max. He was, podiums, wins, poles, stuff like that. Yuki can't get anywhere near. And I know Perez did drop off in the end, but that's probably the aspects of losing his seat or knowing he's going to lose his seat. And the car had changed, clearly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know if he's the right person for the seat, but again, who could you put in?
Yeah,
That's
I think that's also part of the reason because what was it? Red Bull paid Checo off, and what was it reported like 14, 16 million ish? I don't know. A lot of money basically. And I remember saying at the time, Red Bull made a change to the car. It's like the start of 23 because the start of 23 they were very close. First two races, I think it was 2 wins each, wasn't it, or something? Um,
yeah. I think they just swapped round.
Yeah. And then in 24, they also the first few races, Checo was on the podium. He wasn't.
Mhm.
I said I thought he was going to win a race, and you said you thought he'd be the only driver to not out of the top eight, and you were very much right with that. But obviously, and I still don't think he would have won a race had they not changed the direction of the car. I still don't think it was obvious he was struggling in some regard anyway, but he came out in Spain and said that he disagreed with the direction they went in or something. And then
Yeah,
Red Bull said that a few races later they didn't believe him because Max was still winning, but by that point it was too late. So I think it shows that Checo did a very good job in that car, more so than we gave him credit for.
yeah. I think I could rain on Perez's parade a lot, and you know, we'll push that to the side. And I can admit, like, I'll happily admit that he done well,
Yeah,
but for Red Bull standards, it's not good enough. If you're not Max Verstappen and winning last year, not this year,
yeah.
then they don't want him.
Yeah, kind of sucks to be them. I have no idea who's going to be in the car next year because apparently it's been confirmed that Yuki's going to leave, and I wouldn't be surprised if Max announces this weekend he's going to Mercedes. I don't know if it's definitely it's not going to happen, but but it would be cool. Like I don't know, part of me thinks that like yeah, this is going to be like bye, I'm off. But do you think he'll stay because of the new team principal? Do you think they'll get on?
Don't know. I think he'll probably give it a couple of races, see how it goes. Or he could have already signed for Mercedes.
Yeah.
Um, who knows? But if Yuki goes and Max goes, I can't believe it, but Red Bull's not got anyone really.
Agile,
Like, well, yeah, but you know,
could you imagine those two?
I think Hadjar would actually be really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And then
think
that
he's
has
I
the
think he's taking his time getting used to it in the racing ball. Um, so, but if Max does go Mercedes, will one of the Mercedes boys go to Red Bull?
no. I don't know. Do you think Merck are going to get rid of George? Because I find it really hard to believe that we've come to this point that that's in the discussion, if that makes sense. Because he's always seemed like that golden boy. Like
Yeah,
it,
but they've got two golden boys.
that's the problem, isn't it? And but is
That's
is Antonelli there yet?
again, he's learning. It's his first year.
That's very true. But guess who's getting Mercedes engine next year? Alpine. Guess who need a driver? Alpine. Do you think they'd loan him to Alpine for a year or
Yeah,
two?
but then it leads back to Valtteri Bottas. What if they're trying to get him into Alpine?
I think he's
Or
going
what
to
if
be.
he's already in for Alpine for next year, and then now they've signed Max, one of their drivers is going to be out of a seat, so they have to go to Red Bull.
Yeah, do you think George will go to Red Bull?
I think George would be more likely to go to Red Bull than Antonelli.
I don't think they get rid of. If they had to choose to get rid of one and not loan Antonelli out, then they will get rid of George. If that makes
Yeah,
sense. Like if
yeah,
it has to go
yeah.
down to them getting rid of a driver, it's going to be that George is going to go. Obviously, because Antonelli is
And
going to be this great talent at some point.
Red Bull are going to want someone who's won races, who have been in a constructors champion, you know,
Yeah, sure.
bring new things. Whereas Antonelli hasn't got that much experience. In Toto Wolff's mind, if I was him right now, I'd be thinking Max, Antonelli. that would be. Because I think if you're doing Max and George, that's just fireworks. And not the good kind.
I kind of want it. I really want it.
It's like repeat of, Nico and Lewis.
I think it would
They
be
came to
worse with
play.
those two as
But
well.
them two, they already hate each other as it is.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe hate is pretty word. Dislike each other as it is.
yeah,
But
yeah,
Max won't fall for it. So I think he'd be happy if it was Antonelli.
yeah,
And Antonelli's got so much more to come of his career. Why would they be like, "Oh yeah, we've funded your career"? Piss off.
yeah. No, no, of course they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't get rid. But I thought that yeah, I like the idea. I think because I want George and Max to be teammates. I like the idea of them loaning him out for a year or two. But I think yeah, realistically, it won't happen. Horner. Do you think he will go to another team?
No.
Really?
I don't looking at the teams and like their umbrellas in a way. So you've got Mercedes and Williams, they're obviously very close. James Vowles has just signed a new contract. I know contracts sometimes mean nothing, but I think he's really pushed the team, so I don't think he would want to leave without a fight.
Mhm.
Um, Ferrari, no. I think
Why?
Horner would. Why?
Why? Because apparently Mr. Fred um, isn't pleasing that many people there. I don't know how true that is, and I don't know if it's just because Horner's been
But
sacked.
is that just because they're having a rubbish year?
Yeah, I
Because
guess
everyone
it's
loved
hard.
him last year.
I guess it's hard to tell, really, because we're going into regulation change, aren't we? So, like,
And not
Aston
being
have written this
funny,
year off.
not being funny, he's signed Lewis Hamilton as well. Which other Ferrari team principal could sign Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah,
So I
maybe James
think
Vance, but
um obviously Racing Bull's out. Um Alpine. mm, mm,
Alpine
they've
and
had enough
flags.
like structural changes to
Yeah,
last them a lifetime at the minute. Um but eventually could be a possibility. Obviously I know they've got Flavio. But I think them two working together would be like a power team, to be
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Um Even if he comes on as like an advisor, not even like a team principal. Um, I think if we're talking possibilities, I think either Alpine or Aston Martin.
Mm. No, because Nui left because he hated the guy. I mean, he hasn't
But
actually said that, but it's pretty obvious that he hated the guy.
yeah,
I think the only place, yeah, Ferrari, but again, no. Alpine, maybe. Haas, not a chance. Komatsu is doing well.
I didn't even mention him.
Audi, no. Yeah, I don't think he'll come back to anyone soon. But again, things move very quickly in Formula One. Talking about moving quickly, Nico Hulkenberg, he got a podium. Let's talk about it. Oh my fucking Christ. It was amazing. I nearly cried. I was like, the final, let's talk about it. I'm talking about it, all right? Just enjoy this moment. Like the
It's
last
gonna GP.
the last 20 laps, I said to everyone, I was like, don't talk to me. I was like, don't ask me how I'm feeling because I haven't got the words to describe it. And then I put my sunglasses on because I feared I was gonna cry. And I cried. It was great.
Crying behind the shades.
To be fair though, the crowd genuinely cheered more for that than when Lando crossed the line. Um, and rightly so,
Wasn't it just
considering
you?
like yeah, no, it wasn't just me, everyone went mental, which is pretty cool. But considering they didn't even celebrate with him on the podium, rightly so. Fuck you, Lando. Fuck you, Oscar. Dick. Uh-huh, I went there. They're fast becoming a really unlikable duo. even though they're not duo, they're two separate people and they don't really talk outside of Formula One anyway. But you know what I mean? They're quite entitled.
Yeah, it doesn't help with the situation. Lando does have that reputation already. People don't like him because they think he's entitled. And I think the one thing which aggravates me is everyone compares present teammates to past teammates.
Mm-hmm.
So Lando and Carlos, Lando and Daniel, Lando and Oscar. Three completely different people. You know, he's obviously matured a lot from back in 2019 to now.
Yeah.
But I think doing stuff like they done on the podium wasn't nice. And I can kind of excuse Lando a little bit because he just won his home Grand Prix. You know, emotions were high, but that still doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
You know, Oscar had the raging ump, but still managed to spray his teammate.
That was
But
personal.
then, yeah, that was like, fuck you. Um, but yeah, I did feel bad for Nico. Like I was sat at home, I wasn't there, and watching it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I knew instantly it was going to be made a thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, kind of sucked. It was a bit weird. We were watching
Yeah,
again, like it was on the screen, and
yeah.
people were there like, oh, that's a bit lame. Um, not in those words, obviously, but yeah. So who do you think of the McLaren duo then? Who do you think is going to win this title fight? I made my mind up from round one, basically. Everyone thought was going to win.
Lando.
Oh, bad choice.
I
That's
had to
probably
think about it. I do like Lando, and sometimes he does get on my nerves. And I do like Oscar. I've watched him for a very long time. You know, I've seen him come up through the ranks. I'd want either of them to win it, but I have a feeling McLaren are going to favour Lando towards the end of the season.
I disagree. I
I
have a
know that already.
I have a feeling that Oscar is gonna. I've probably been made to eat my words because my predictions most of the time off. Um, but I think Oscar is gonna have this title done with a few rounds to go. I,
I
I,
think.
yeah, like I think like he was I don't want to say unfortunate because it was his own mistake, but he was a little bit unfortunate in Australia to finish that low down. He only got 10th, didn't he, or 9th.
Yeah,
I,
he was still in the points, but yeah.
yeah, like I think that was a dead set, obviously P2. And I know Lando has also dropped points along the way, but I just think that when Oscar's in the lead, I don't off as when Oscar's leading, I don't think Lando is going to catch as much as I think when it's the other way around. Like
Hmm.
from watching them race, don't get me wrong, there are races where Lando does take off, but I just think Oscar has been more consistent this year. I think Oscar is more level-headed, although we did see a bit of it in Silverstone where he clearly lost his cool over the radio and made some mistakes on track and stuff. But that happens a lot less than it happens with Lando. Um, and if I'm wrong, I'd be happy because Lando would still win. So it's not like I hate Lando. I just at this point I think that Oscar will do it. Um, and I think it will be in
See,
Oscar's mind as well about the team orders and the McLaren. Like I think that will probably be in the back of his mind as well. So he'll probably just be a lot more aggressive than he's been. Yeah, what do I know? Not that much.
I think if Lando carries on the way he's been the past couple of races, I think easily he'd have it in the bag. Not so much mistakes, qualifying well, kind of just putting it all together. But it's obviously we love the fact that they're racing each other and there is no team orders. Um, And even like the drivers themselves, we've seen them like Lando be like, "I'm quicker." They'll be like, "Well, settle it on track then. Like you're not getting team orders," which is fine. He's not asking for team orders. He's just saying, "I'm quicker than Piastri." You know, just pointing out the obvious. But I think Piastri's done well in the fact of not bringing tensions up more than what they could have been so far. I did feel like recently, like the past couple of races, he's kind of lost that. And I feel like Lando would be able to wind him up a little bit with it. And that's why I think partly, like, I don't think they're gonna like intentionally crash into each other.
Yeah.
But you know, I think if anything, it's just gonna, yeah, I think it's just gonna be like silly little mistakes.
Yeah.
I can see them potentially having another crash.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Got another 12 races to go yet.
Exactly. It's gonna happen another 3 times. You're laughing now. When it happens and Hulkenberg wins, I'll be the one laughing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so this weekend,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
top 5. Although, should we ignore the sprint and just do for the main race?
Is it? Oh, it is
It's
sprint
a
weekend. I was
sprint.
literally just looking to see when they were.
Yeah,
I
because
knew one was coming up. Yeah.
it's a sprint. And I'm at a wedding on
Oh,
Saturday, so I miss it all.
I'm
But the
off.
wedding will
I'm
be
not
good.
doing anything this weekend.
Nice. Well, you can watch it.
No, I
Okay, so
will.
well, I can watch the main race because I'm only away on Saturday. But okay,
Yeah.
so should we do top 5 qualifying race? Good surprise and biggest letdown.
Do you want me to go first?
Uh-huh. Go on.
Oh God, why did I say that? um, Quali and Racer.
Yes.
I've literally just confirmed that as well. I know I did. um, um, so where are we? Oh, there. I know where we are now.
Spa.
It's fine. Yeah. Right. So 5th for quali, I've put Verstappen.
Okay.
4th Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
3rd Russell. 2nd Piastri, and pole for Norris.
Shock.
Shut up.
Yes. Okay.
He loves
Uh,
Spa though.
he does. Yeah. It's
That's the reason
only
I've done it.
it's only 8 points in it as well, which is pretty cool. Okay. I'm gonna go for qualifying. Gonna go Lewis P5, Max P4, Charles P3.
Sorry. Yeah, I am listening.
No, I'm in 2 minds. Lando
Oh,
P2, Oscar P1.
shock.
That's why I was
Shock.
hesitating.
Right.
Yeah. Biggest surprise for qualifying, Hulkenberg will make it out of Q3. 1.
Yeah, but is that going to be a surprise because he's got podium?
No, but he's not got out of Q1, is he? In like forever.
Yeah, but like to me, like he's got podium now, so a surprise for me if he sticks it on pole.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Fine. Well, that's my biggest surprise. What's yours? Are you giving me that, or do I have to change it? Okay.
I ain't even got one. Biggest surprise. It's gonna be good or bad?
Good. Or
Oh.
bad. Or bad. Either one. We need one of each, so yeah.
Yuki in the top 10.
In quality. Okay, Yuki in the top 10. Okay. My biggest thought would be Albon doesn't make it out of Q1.
That's very harsh, isn't it?
I know. Just feeling it.
I'm going to say Leclerc out in Q2.
Leclerc?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that.
We've gone opposites this time.
Yeah. Okay, race. I'm gonna go P5. Nico Hulkenberg.
Just knew that was going to happen.
Gonna happen. P4. Lewis Hamilton. P3. Max Verstappen. P2. Lando Norris. P1. Oscar Piastri.
Oscar Piastri.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Mm, mm. This is going to come as a shock.
Go on then.
So P5, Russell.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Nice.
P4, Verstappen.
Okay.
P3, Piastri.
Right.
P2, I've done Hamilton.
P1. Let me get.
Norris.
Okay. So you've gone for. Okay, you've gone for a strong Hamilton showing. I like it.
Yes.
Do you think he's gonna beat
Not
Oscar? You've said it now. You can't go back.
it's going to rain at the weekend, you know.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just hoping for a little rain dance.
Nice.
You know, I'm hoping all our British rain is going to go over there.
It should.
And
It should. Yeah, it should disappear from here.
so,
It's pretty bad right now. It's not raining at the moment though, so that's good.
no. It's meant to be nice at the weekend as well. Should we have a look at the weather now we've done our predictions?
Yes.
We always do
It's
this. I
raining.
don't know why.
I know. Yeah, it's not going to change my predictions anyway. But let's
No.
have a look. Is there like a normally there's like a weather thing, isn't there?
Oh.
Is it going to rain?
It's raining on Sunday.
Really?
My rain dance is happening.
It's working.
Yeah, from about 5 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night, all day at Spa.
Holy shit.
And Saturday's dry, so we will have a dry sprint and qualifying.
Oh, I'm looking at today. Fuck. It's raining today as well. Wow, it is actually raining. Oh my god. Right, okay, that's pretty sick.
See, I knew I
well,
said Hamilton for
well,
a reason.
well, Hulk's gonna win. Like, let's fucking be real. Hulk's gonna win. Alright, I changed my predictions. Hulk wins win. That's sick. Okay, if it doesn't rain now, I'm gonna be quite upset. But yeah.
Hopefully it stays like that. Because it's not even a lot, but it's just throughout the day consistently.
As long as it doesn't mean the race gets called off, though. I don't want that.
No, it's meant to be like light, like 3 millim.
All right. Well, we're wrapping it up there. Thank you, guys. Hulk's gonna win. It's gonna be great, and we're all gonna have a good time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.